It was an election day of sorts in St. Johns County, but only for law enforcement. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeannie Blaylock.
And I'm Anthony Austin. Thank you for joining us today on First Coast News at 6. Deputies, corporals, and sergeants with the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office voted on unionizing with the Fraternal Order of Police.
Our Zach Wilcox joins us live from the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office now. And Zach, voting was supposed to end about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, Jeannie, I think voting ended right about in about 1 more minute. Voting will close here for those deputies and corporals and sergeants as they make a decision here on the FOP's role in St. Johns County. And both the FOP here locally and the sheriff told me that, and the sheriff spokesperson told me that they can't comment until after we know the outcome of the vote today. So I actually reached out to a past president of a different FOP branch up in Jacksonville just to give us a little perspective about what this all means.
This is something that the officers there have been trying for a while to do, and I think the timing is right now.
David Stevens spent years serving as the president of the Fraternal Order of Police's lodge in Jacksonville. He explained St. Johns County has a lodge already, but it doesn't operate quite the same as Jacksonville's.
They just basically provide fraternal events for the officers, but they want to be much more than that.
Deputies, corporals, and sergeants with the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office are deciding whether or not the FOP will serve as a negotiator on their behalf.
That would give them the right to bargain at the table for better benefits and wages, and not just be at the mercy of the sheriff in the county.
Stevens says officers in neighboring jurisdictions like Jacksonville and Nassau County have already voted to unionize with the FOP, but he has heard of one local vote not going the FOP's way.
Some officers do choose just not to be represented. I won't point out the county, but the county has a sheriff that takes care of their officers. So they don't feel like, we need the FOP to come in and represent us. But the problem with that is that sheriff won't always be there.
Stevens says officers would also be agreeing to pay dues. The FOP said in a press release they'd negotiate for wages, raises, and improved working conditions.
It is a dangerous profession. Officers just want to be compensated fairly, and they want to be treated fairly.
All right, so that minute has ticked by now, so the voting has closed, and the FOP told me it'll take about an hour to count the votes, so we should know the outcome right around 7 o'clock or so. In St. Johns County, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.